I'm standing in the Old Commerce Club here in Atlanta, where in September of 1960, the 60 founding members of the CFA Society of Atlanta held their first meeting. The society has now grown to over 1,300 members and is a very successful and important part of the CFA Institute organization. I'd like to offer congratulations to the CFA Society of Atlanta on its 50th anniversary.
Less than 100 years after the end of the Civil War, and Atlanta was completely burned to the ground, a group of like-minded individuals got together and formed what was to become the Atlanta Society of Financial Analysts, later to be called the CFA Society of Atlanta.
Why did we start? Well, I think these people just liked each other, to tell you the truth, and wanted an opportunity to visit on an organized basis. I think it was a human need rather than an intellectual need or an industry need.
If you're in the investment management business and you're not a member of the society, the local society, in this case Atlanta, I think you're missing a lot.
I don't know that there were that many women who were in the investment business, to tell you the truth. I don't remember who's the first woman that I remember being an investment person. Probably Hazel Sanger was the first investment person.
I don't remember any particular obstacle in being the first woman president of the Atlanta Society. But again, I was enormously lucky in being backed by Wellington and having access to people that one mightn't otherwise have come across.
When I was president of the Atlanta Society, it was a very vibrant investment community. Atlanta was growing. I think recognition of Atlanta kind of nationally was increasing. The financial community was very close-knit. Most of us were downtown, and everyone went to the meetings.
Well, I would say the most significant activity was lunch, because it is a significant activity in our field.
I started going to Atlanta Society meetings in the late 60s, luncheons, and where companies made presentations.
Why should someone join the CFA Society? Because it puts you in the middle of the players. In other words, you'll meet a lot more people at the society than you'll meet just in your own office. And so the society is an organized way of learning the game from other people in town and finding out what else is going on. It gives the job more life to have this.
I don't think you can be a great investment manager living in isolation or in a bubble. And I think that interaction with one's colleagues and other professionals, whether they think like you do or not, it's probably better if they don't think like you do. It's just one of the true benefits of having a place where you can meet on at least a semi-regular basis and not only hear about things, but be able to interact with other professionals.
I think a good reason for joining the Atlanta Society is quite simply to meet people who are doing different things. There's very wide dispersion now, people working for different kinds of organizations and institutions. And that, combined with the range of presentations that we have, is an enormously stimulating window onto the world.
Being involved with the Atlanta Society, I think it was the satisfaction of volunteering to put something back in the profession that had benefited me and a lot of other people.
The Atlanta Society has involved quite a lot over the years. Primarily, it's much bigger now. And the other thing is that, of course, the investment profession in Atlanta has grown tremendously. There are certainly a lot more investment management firms, and the banks are still prominent in it. There aren't as many banks that are as prominent as it used to be because the banks have consolidated so much.
What I most value about the CFA designation is the fact that the organization stands for integrity, and I think that's just so important. I mean, we've seen these scandals at WorldCom and Enron and so forth, and I got to believe that with a greater and greater number of CFA charter holders out there, not just in the U.S., but in the world, the chances for those kind of problems are probably less than they otherwise would be.
I'd like to wish the Atlanta Society a very happy 50th birthday.
I would like to wish the CFA Society of Atlanta a very happy 50th anniversary.
Happy 50th birthday to what I knew as the ASFA, now CFA Society of Atlanta.
Happy birthday to the CFA.
Happy birthday to the Atlanta Society.
Happy birthday and congratulations.
Congratulations and happy birthday on 50 terrific years.
Happy birthday, CFA Society of Atlanta. Thanks, y'all, for coming and celebrating with us.